Mother.
I disagree.
A little more specific, Paul.
Mother McCree.
Mother McCree.
I disagree.
That's Mother McCree. He was really specific. Hit it right on the button. Mother McCree. All right.
Are you kidding?
Oh, I'm not kidding you. That's it. All right, put an X there, Patrick.
Rosemary.
Traditionally, Pope Paul does not have a big birthday to do. He doesn't. But he does get something special on his birthday. What?
Kenny Williams, tell Pope Paul what he's getting for his birthday.
What does the Pope usually get? He gets something special on his birthday. That most of us get, I should say.
Oh, I'd say a cake.
A cake. I agree. It's baked, incidentally, by the nuns who prepare his meals. Yes, all righty. You have the X and no, it's your turn. According to his wife, what is Lawrence Welk's worst fault?
Getting up in the morning. Getting up in the morning.
He likes to sit on his bubble machine. I don't know the Welks. Let's see, what his worst fault?
Yeah, according to his wife.
He certainly is this. I'll say he's too nice.
Too nice.
I'll agree.
No. In fact, it's his temper, which he has worked the hardest to overcome. He has a very bad temper, according to his wife. Yes. But he counts up to a 1, a 2, a 3. Yeah, we put a circle there, Wilma.
Please?
Paul, before you play a game called Idiot's Delight, you must have one certain thing. What?
Monty Hall to hold the box. What
Game
is
called
the name
Idiot's
of the
Delight.
game?
You must have one certain thing to play Idiot's Delight. What? A game.
Oh, game. I know the movie Idiot's Delight. A candle.
A candle.
I agree.
A deck of cards. It's a form of solitaire. Put an X there. All right, Michael, your turn. Paul, Howard Cosell's lovely wife, Emmy, says that 10 times a day Howard says something to her. What?
Is my hair back from the cleaners?
What does Howard say to his lovely wife, Emmy, 10 times a day, according to his wife?
I hear he's a very, good husband, loving man. I would say, I love you.
I love you.
That sounds all right.
Good for Howard, and you have picked yourself up $250. Your house just burned down. Who is probably more upset, you or your wife?
Oh, I am. I'll miss her terribly. Well, the man has to pay for the loss if the insurance company sure doesn't. I would say women like possessions more. I think they would be more upset.
The woman would be more upset.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
No. Women tend to keep their heads better in major crises, and it's the man. Now, let me explain. Barbara, $1 in fact. How are you going to play it?
I'm still going to go with Paul Lynde.
All righty, for a tie game, Paul. According to Dr. David Rubin, what should you tell a 14-year-old boy who insists that he has no interest in girls?
Your slip is showing. What should Dr. Rubin, what would Dr. Rubin?
According to the good doctor, what should you tell a 14-year-old boy who insists that he has no interest in girls?
Bide his time. It's some people don't fall in love till they're mature sometimes.
Barbara?
I agree.
Yeah, basically that's it. You say nothing, really. He still has a lot of time to work up to an interest. Yes. All righty. We have a tie game on that night.
Call in.
Paul, this is for $250. Queen Elizabeth generally swings her umbrella behind her back, and immediately something happens. What?
Lord Snowden doubles up in pain.
Let's take that, you're Nikon.
Usually waves it behind her.
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth generally swings her umbrella behind her back, and immediately something happens. What?
Something happens. Probably a attendant or probably a guard appears.
The guard appears. Or an
Disagree.
attendant. You disagree? Yes, we can accept that. An aide moves to her side. It's a signal, I would suppose. We put a circle there. Cheryl?
Oh, Paul Lynde.
According to Fred Astaire, his mother wanted him to do it when he was 35, but he refused, and he still hasn't done it. Done what?
Moved out of the house. Still hasn't done it.
Yeah, his mother wanted him to do it, though, when he was 35, but he refused. He still hasn't done it. Done what?
Have his tonsils out.
Have his tonsils out.
I'll agree.
You bought that, eh? No, retired. He says he still has no desire to retire, and his mother says, quit, Fred, quit. We have an X there. Arthur, a break for you. Secret square game. Paul, Twiggy reportedly added an inch to her bust line while making The Boyfriend. Now, incidentally, that is a motion picture, ladies and gentlemen. The Boyfriend is a motion picture, you see. All right, we'll try it again. Twiggy reportedly added an inch to her bust line while making The Boyfriend. What does that make her bust measurement now?
1. Gotta retain like Charlie does. We had her measurement on the show once. She gained 1 inch.
Mm-hmm.
1. No, 30. I'll go with 32.
32.
I'll disagree.
He hit it right on the button. He retained. He remembered that, yes, 32. She is now a dart. We cannot put a circle there. Cheryl, you'll have to earn that yourself.
I'll take Paul Lynde to win.
This is for $750. According to Zsa Gabor, she is waiting for a real man, and meanwhile loves something fake. What? Oh, it isn't easy, Fred. Let me explain. That means the game is up, but we must complete the question. So we'll go with this question. According to Zsa Gabor, she is waiting for a real man, and meanwhile loves something fake. What?
Fake. Fake.
Careful.
Yeah, I know it. I was all ready with my answer till I realized you were here.
This is Zsa, not Eve.
I know. For something fake in the meantime. I know that she's gotten rid of all of her furs because of her new love for animals. Not new love, but her love for animals. I'll say fake furs.
Furs.
Fake.
Fake furs?
Mm-hmm.
I'll disagree.
It's jewels. She wears only fake jewelry since her robberies. We have a circle and $750. And listen to this. Talk diagonally. Now, there is a prune tree growing in your yard. How do you know when the prunes are ripe?
My grandfather comes over. I didn't know there was a prune tree. I thought it was a plum tree.
Well, they have plum trees, too, but there's
And
also...
there is a prune tree?
Yeah. There is a prune tree growing in your yard. How do you know when the prunes are ripe?
I would think that they would start to fall to the ground.
Fall to the ground.
I agree.
That's right, because they are the plums, and they fall into those prunes and their stuff. And... You may. And so, Paul, your question here for the block. According to Ann Landers, should a wife ever tell her husband that he is a failure as a lover?
Well, she should break it to him easy. Like, you're almost as good as... What's the question? Should she ever
Ever tell her husband he is a failure as a lover?
Oh, not if she wants him to hang around, I wouldn't think.
Says no.
I agree.
It is no. How does she convey that, though? I mean, well, anyway.
There are ways.
There are ways? Well, okay. $50. Paul, is it especially difficult to train an ostrich to become a sheepdog?
Yes, they can't lift their leg without tipping over. You mean the same function as sheepdog?
Yeah, as a
does?
shepherd, in other words.
A shepherd.
Is it
shepherd
easy?
ostrich. Well, boy, they sure could, they could pass a sheep. They're so fast. They could sure catch them. I would say maybe they could.
I'll disagree.
Yeah, they make excellent shepherds, in fact. With a circle. Sheila, a break for you. 6-foot square game.
Karen.
Paul, according to the old song, I'd like to be your sister, brother, dad, and mother, too. Who are you?
Oh, Cesar Romero. Old Butch.
I'd like to be your sister, brother, dad, and mother, too. Who are you?
I'd like to be your sister. I would say it sounds like your lover.
Your lover.
I'll agree.
No. Pretty baby. Pretty baby.
No, that could be your lover.
Yeah. Karen, Paul.
Circle.
Circle.
Oh, excuse me, put a circle there. All right. Now, Paul. Paul, there's a famous old saying around which says that a good one is worth more than money. A good what?
Then how come they charge you for it? A good one?
Yeah, an old saying around which says a good one is worth more than money. A good what? Famous old saying.
I would say, if you've had that luck, a good wife.
A good wife.
I'll disagree.
No, a good reputation. Let's put a circle. Roy, it's your
David
turn.
McCullum.
David, is there anything on Earth that can flap its wings faster than a hummingbird?
How about an owl in a forest fire?
We don't have these specifics. Just, is there anything faster on Earth that can flap its wings faster than a hummingbird?
Tony Randall is the authority on hummingbirds, and I think he told me there is nothing.
He said nothing.
I'll agree.
Oh, yes, there is. Many insects, for example. Yes, what does Tony know? Put an X there. Lieutenant?
Don.
According to Dr. Spock, a good rule of thumb about when to first discuss the facts of life with your child is when he does something. What?
Gets his Barbie doll in trouble. I would think the first time is when he asks you.
When he asks you.
I will agree.
Right with an X. Okay, Bonnie, your turn.
Done.
In the agriculture 4-H clubs, you're from Ohio, you should know this, 4-H clubs, 3 of the H's are head, heart, and hands. What is the 4th?
Hips.
Head, heart, hands, and
Health.
Health.
Could you repeat the question?
Sure, 4-H club. What do the H's stand for? We have head, heart,
I will
hands.
agree.
He said yes. Right. Very good for the next. Bonnie, you're... All right, Paul. On television, what does the bionic woman do for a living?
She keeps Lee Majors from getting rusty.
The bionic woman. She has a profession. What is that?
I think she's a doctor.
A doctor.
I disagree.
No, she's a teacher, Paul. Yeah, put a circle there. All right. Karen. What very popular song was originally titled The Bombardment of Fort McHenry?
Oh, little town of Bethlehem. What is
A
the...
very famous song. It was originally titled The Bombardment of Fort McHenry.
Fort McHenry. The Yanks are coming.
The Yanks are coming. No, Francis Scott Key. Remember they bombed. He wrote the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah. Well, the next. Okay, Betty, your turn.
George Gabor, please.
Hercules. Hercules is famous for his 12 labors. Franklin Roosevelt is famous for his 4 freedoms. And Richard Nixon is famous for his 6... what?
Names for Judge Sirica.
Nixon's 6...
6, no, trials, I think it was called.
6 trials.
I agree.
No, that's the idea, but we needed crises.
Oh,
yeah, his famous book, 6 Crises. Can't put an extra. Now, Phil, let me just say this.
And?
All right, for a block. At a horse race, can you tell one jockey from another just by looking at his pants?
Only if he's carrying extra weight.
Can you differentiate jockeys by the pants?
But the colors, yes.
I disagree.
Good. They all wear white pants. Their shirts and hats are colored to tell them apart. So, that's a good disagree. Put a circle there.
George.
Paul Lynde.
Paul Lynde to win. Yes, $250. Paul, you've been awarded a Nobel Prize. Where will you go to get it?
Kenny Williams, tell me where I'm going to get my Nobel Prize.
Go ahead, Kenny. Well, first we're going to stop.
I get these countries mixed up, but I think it's Sweden.
Sweden.
I agree.
Stockholm, in fact, where the Nobel festivities are held, and $250 each team. Paul, according to the old song, the Bible tells me so. Now, you're an Ohio boy, and I know that. The Bible tells me so. What 3 things do you have to have in order to live successfully?
The love of a woman, a good job, and the love of another woman.
For the Bible tells me so, the letters. But according to the old song, the Bible tells me so. What 3 things do you have to have in order to live successfully?
Jesus loves me.
I disagree.
That's how it starts, but it's faith, hope, and charity in the lyrics of the song. That's all right. With the next, and Eve, it's your turn. A spokesman recently revealed that Richard Nixon spends about 3/4 of his time doing something which he finds agonizing. Agonizing. What is he doing, Richard Nixon?
Reading obscene skywriting.
He finds it agonizing. He spends about 3/4 of his time doing it, though.
3/4 of his time. I'd probably say reading history.
Reading history.
I disagree.
No, writing his memoirs.
Oh.
Yes, okay, with the next. Eve, your turn. According to doctors, now, Ralph here's a doctor, he may know this. According to doctors, can spending a night in a sleeping bag do anything good for you?
I'll say my den mother bought me a Corvette.
Can it do anything good for you, sleeping in a sleeping bag?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll tell you why. According to the Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, sore muscles, of course they are effectively eased by the uniform heat of the sleeping bag. Well, put an X there. And, Paul, on the debut of his television show, he walked out with his thumb in his mouth and said, "I want my nana." Who did that?
Was that the State of the Union address?
Debut of his television show. He walked out with his thumb in his mouth and said, "I want my nana." Who did that?
Well, it sounds like Jonathan, but I don't know. My nana.
I want my nana.
I'll say Red Skelton.
Red Skelton.
I'll disagree.
Johnny Carson on his first Tonight Show. Yes, okay, you've got...
George Gabor.
Paul, When he was a child, Paul, when he was a child, American frontier hero Daniel Boone was adopted. Daniel Boone was adopted. Who adopted Daniel Boone?
The Indians.
The Indians.
I'll agree.
The Shawnee Indians. Yes, you've got the circle.